Is that it? Okay, okay. YouTube, what it do? It's your boy's back. Playoff Don. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What's going on? I'm back. I'm back because I want to talk about a big event that's gonna be taking place about a week from now. It's called the NBA Draft. I'm pretty excited about this. You know what? It's probably because I've done more research this time than I ever have. Uh, for some reason, this draft here intrigues me like crazy. I don't know why, but I love the players in this draft. There's a lot of dudes in this draft who I would be happy to have on my team. Uh, there's some real dudes here, man. I know the thing with this draft is there's no guaranteed consensus. That's the guy. That's the number one star. I can see a path where he reaches superstardom. There's not that guy, you know. People kind of go back and forth on who should be the number one pick. Uh, I can't tell you. I can't tell you that either. This is it's kind of hard to decipher. A lot of these guys have pretty significant weaknesses. Um, a few of these dudes do have very very high upside. Of course, we all know about the top three guys. We know the top three guys. If you don't know, you just move from. If you don't know, move from underneath that rock that you've been hiding under. We all know about Anthony Edwards. We know about James Wiseman, and we know about LaMelo Ball. Those have been the three main guys talked about uh, for that number one spot. Um, there's not a consensus number one, but those seem to be the consensus top three, right? Um, and all of those dudes, all three of them dudes got crazy high upside. Uh, the one out of those three, the guy I'd probably feel the best about is Anthony Edwards. I just think the reliable shot creation with him, just it. He feels the safest, if he's even safe. Because I don't even know if he's that safe, to be honest. Um, thing with Edwards is he super bulky dude, right? Bulky, crazy athlete, can jump out the gym, just a monster in transition. He's a solid passer, can handle the ball. Like I said, he can create his own shot. Edwards looks like, out of those three guys, if you can see me in my glasses, I truly apologize. But Edwards looks like the safest guy. There's things about him though that kind of make me hesitate a little bit. There's a little bit of an effort thing with him. Usually when I hear that, I'm automatically out. But it's I'm starting to come around on him. I hear a lot of good things about him. Like, I hear that he's a pretty high character guy. He's not the best defender. He has potential to be an incredibly versatile, high-end defender with his physical tools. Not the best defender, but with a good coach and a good infrastructure around him, I think he could be a pretty good one with that size. LaMelo Ball is very special too. Uh, there's probably more questions about LaMelo than Wiseman or Edwards. LaMelo, it's the jump shot. It looks very funky, a lot like his brothers. I don't know what those ball guys are doing. for some reason, LeVar's just okay with his son shooting the weirdest jumpers. The LaMelo's jump shot needs a lot of work. The free throws need a lot of work. The defense needs a lot of work. He's got potential. He's got potential to be a good defender because of his size, but he's not right now. He's a pretty atrocious pick and roll defender. I've watched some tape on him. It's very rough. It's very rough defensively. LaMelo just kind of lacks some discipline. However, the high end, the upside with him is undeniable. Like, he's an amazing facilitator. He could bully point guards like in the NBA. There's no, like, I get the upside. Just, there's a pause with him. There's a pause with Wiseman too. With Wiseman, another just physical freak. He can run the floor like a wing. Like, just incredible finisher around the rim. He's just such a physically imposing guy. He's enormous. With Wiseman, it's kind of like, can he read the floor at a high level? He's not a great ball handler. He sells for a lot of jump shots. He would be a guy, again, with the right infrastructure around him. You can say that about all three of these guys. With the right infrastructure around him, he could be a real asset, especially somewhere like Golden State for Wiseman. But those are the main three guys that get talked about. I see the upside with all three of them. It probably just all depends on where they land, to be honest. Whoever lands with the Knicks, whoever lands with the Cavs, whoever lands in Detroit, we will see. We will see, but I can certainly see the upside, and I wouldn't be surprised if one of those dudes, even two of them, turned out to be studs. Absolutely. A little below those guys, I think that's where the meat and potatoes is. Like I said, there's a lot of dudes that I really, really love in this class. My first guy is Killian Hayes. If you know Killian Hayes, you should know why I love him. If you don't know Killian Hayes, get to know him, because he is very, very talented. He does not have the upside of a LaMelo. That's why he doesn't get talked about as much as him. He is a super smooth scorer. He didn't shoot well from three, but if you watch his form, he can shoot. Like, I'm pretty darn sure he's going to be able to shoot when he gets in the league. He's a great passer. He hustles. He plays hard on defense. I love Killian Hayes, and whoever snatches him up, you could get a steal right there. Killian Hayes is my guy. I love Onyeka Okongwu is a stud. Incredibly versatile defender. He can defend bigs. He can defend wings. He can switch. He's a ferocious attack in the rim. His offensive game needs a little bit of work, but defensively, he's already NBA ready. So is Isaac Okoro and Devin Vassell, two more tenacious, stingy defenders who, both of them dudes, Devin Vassell, Isaac Okoro, them boys could walk right in and lock up the other team's point guard. Maybe not lock up because they are rookies, but they'll do a job. There's a lot of guys, man. There's a lot of guys. Deni Avdija is very special. He's a wing, fair athleticism. He's a really good playmaker. He's a very smart cutter. Can't really shoot, though. It's kind of concerning how bad his percentages are. But he could be a good player. He can certainly be a good player. Again, he's very, very smart. Can read the floor. Again, a great playmaker at the three. Avdia is certainly special. Who else? Who else am I forgetting? There's so many guys. Oh, of course. How could I forget that boy Tyrese Halliburton? Just, yo, again, I don't know if he's gonna be a star, but he is gonna be such a super solid guy to have on your team. Great playmaker, good shooter, good defender, like just a smart all-around player. Love Halliburton. He's a very, very safe pick, but I feel like teams are going to be striking gold from that 6 to 14 range. I feel like it's going to be one of those drafts. Tyrell Terry is a lights-out shooter from Stanford. Little guy, you know, kind of tiny, but he can shoot the lights out. My boy Aaron Naismith can shoot the lights out. If you don't know Aaron Naismith, get to know that flamethrower of a jump shot. There's a lot of guys I like. I know I'm forgetting. How could I forget the human highlight film himself, arguably the best player in college basketball last year, Obi Toppin. You know what I think? I think Obi Toppin is gonna walk right in and probably win Rookie of the Year. That's what I think. Obi Toppin is great offensively. Like, he could come right in and immediately produce offensively. Defensively, he is a nightmare. He is a work in progress defensively, but I think he can get it together. He's really bad defensively, but I think he can get it together. But offensively, man, there's nothing he can't do offensively, man. There's guys like Tyrese Maxey, Kyra Lewis, little Cole Anthony. I know Patrick Williams is getting a lot of hype too. He's got a ton of upside as well. There's a lot of dudes. I like in this. I'm really feeling this draft. And again, maybe it's because I just did way more research this time than I have in the past. But this is not a crappy draft. It's not. Get that out your head. This is not a crappy draft. There's no Zion Williamson in this draft. There's no Luka Doncic in this draft. There's no Karl Anthony Towns in this draft. That's fine. There's going to be a ton of studly role players, and there's so many different guys in this draft that I would love to have on my team. So those are my thoughts on the draft. I'm incredibly excited. I'm super excited about these prospects. Let me know if there's any of y'all out there. Let me know who you want your team to take in the comment section. But that's going to do it, man. I'm going to be out. Shout out to Tommy Heinsohn, and y'all be easy. Peace.